The story begins more than 2,000 years ago, when an alien named Piccolo Daau arrives on Earth accompanied by his disciple Uaru, spreading chaos across the planet. Warriors under Piccolo's control cause turmoil in several countries. Monks create the powerful technique, Mafuba, to seal Piccolo in a container hidden near the Earth's core. Uaru disappears after defeating his master, restoring balance to the world and allowing humanity to flourish. However, unaware of these ancient events, a young man named Goku spends his days training with his grandfather, Gohan. Despite being skilled in martial arts, Goku struggles to control his ki and is always defeated by his grandfather's Heron Shadow attack, which sends him flying into pumpkins. Gohan attempts to teach Goku how to control his ki, but Goku can only produce a light wind. On Goku's 18th birthday, Gohan gives him a Dragon Ball, explaining that there are only 7 in the world, and that when gathered, they can summon Shenlong, the powerful dragon capable of granting any wish. At school, Goku's bike is destroyed by a reckless driver, Fuller. Though Goku restrains himself from retaliating due to his promise to Gohan, Fuller taunts him until Chi-Chi intervenes. Meanwhile, Piccolo is free and on a quest to gather the Dragon Balls. He attacks a village, and a woman named SEI hides her daughter. Piccolo's right hand, Mai, discovers the girl, and when SEI refuses to give up the Dragon Ball, she sacrifices herself to protect her daughter, Mai ruthlessly eliminating her. In the school corridors, Chi-Chi struggles with a stuck assignment in her locker. Goku attempts to help using his ki, but his lack of control leads to accidentally opening all lockers. Seeing Goku flee, Chi-Chi follows and confronts him, revealing her fighting skills. She invites him to her party later that night, and Goku, wanting to impress her, decides to bring the Dragon Ball along, sneaking out while Gohan prepares dinner. At the party, Goku encounters Fuller's friends, who try to prevent him from entering. Despite his efforts to avoid trouble, Goku confronts them when they persist. He outmaneuvers and defeats them, showcasing his superiority. Fuller emerges with an iron bar, attempting to harm Goku, but ends up damaging his own car in the process. As the confrontation escalates, another of Fuller's friends tries to strike Goku, leading to a clash that knocks them both out. Chi-Chi takes Goku inside, and they spend the night conversing while Gohan meditates at home. Unexpectedly, Mai and Piccolo attack Gohan, with Piccolo using telekinetic powers to restrain him. Despite Gohan's resistance, Piccolo overpowers and crushes his bones, seeking the Dragon Ball. Sensing something wrong, Goku races home to find the destruction. Amidst the wreckage, Goku hears his grandfather's voice and finds Gohan trapped. Gohan reveals Piccolo's return, urging Goku to find Master Roshi and gather the remaining Dragon Balls before the next eclipse. Gohan passes away, leaving Goku with a mission to fulfill. After constructing a tomb for Gohan, Goku returns home, discovering his grandfather's old turtle school uniform. While admiring the robe, he hears footsteps inside the house, prompting him to search for the intruder. He inadvertently collides with a girl searching for the Dragon Balls, mistaking Goku for having one on his person due to her radar. She starts shooting, claiming it's her father's ball she's after. But Goku clarifies that the object belonged to his grandfather and shows her that it has only 4 stars. Confused by this revelation, the girl named Bulma explains that her father's ball has 5 stars and it was stolen the night before. Goku educates her about the existence of 7 Dragon Balls, each varying in the number of stars. Despite her initial reluctance, Bulma agrees to partner with Goku after considering his usefulness in finding Master Roshi. They introduce themselves and set out on Bulma's motorized tricycle toward downtown. While searching for Master Roshi's address online, Bulma struggles to find any leads. Suddenly, her radar detects a Dragon Ball nearby. Following the signal, they arrive at an isolated house. Bulma decides to break in to retrieve the ball. Goku follows suit, but accidentally makes noise while picking up pebbles he had disturbed. The commotion wakes the owner of the house, who confronts them. In a bid to escape detection, Goku tries to be swift, but a small pebble hits a vase, alerting the owner. The man leaps down from the 2nd floor, attacking Goku fiercely. After a brutal assault, Goku, exhausted and battered, attempts to use his ki to perform the Heron Shadow attack. However, the man, recognizing the move, inquires about Goku's grandfather, revealing himself to be Master Roshi. As Roshi reminisces about the past, Goku informs him of Gohan's demise and Piccolo's return, visibly worrying the master. Searching for his Dragon Ball, Roshi gets anxious upon hearing the news. Goku locates the ball under a table, prompting Roshi to emphasize the urgency of gathering the other Dragon Balls before the eclipse, stating Goku is essential in defeating Piccolo. He proposes heading to the Stone Temple for training. After a long desert journey, They reach the temple and encounter Chi-Chi engaged in training. Goku rushes to her, and she expresses condolences for his grandfather's loss, inviting him to watch an upcoming tournament. After organizing the meeting, Goku resumes training under Roshi's guidance. Meanwhile, Bulma notifies Goku of another Dragon Ball signal on the radar. While Goku focuses on honing his ki control, Bulma ventures through the desert until she accidentally falls into a crater. There, they encounter Yamcha, who offers help for a price, eyeing the Pod Corporation's motorcycle. Bulma refuses, opting to wait for an escape plan. With no immediate solution, they decide to camp. During the camping trip, Roshi shares the story of Piccolo and the Shen Uaru's chaos on Earth. He explains how 7 warriors sacrificed their life energy to create the Mafuba seal, imprisoning Piccolo. With Piccolo's return, he awaits the Blood Moon in 2 days to free Uaru and reclaim dominion over the world. Roshi emphasizes that the only way to prevent Uaru's release is to gather the Dragon Balls and use the wish to banish Piccolo to the other world. As Bulma's radar signals a nearby Dragon Ball, Roshi takes decisive action, coercing Yamcha to provide ladders and digging tools to escape the hole. After breaking through a wall, they find a tunnel leading to a sea of lava. Spotting their respective Dragon Balls, they attempt to navigate through the magma, but are confronted by an army of Cybermen. Despite being outnumbered, the Z-warriors engage in battle. Roshi uses a Kamehameha, causing a Cyberman to fall into the lava, preventing it from multiplying. They devise a strategy, hurling the creatures into the magma to create a bridge across the fiery lake. Goku manages to reach the 6-star ball but is interrupted by Mai, who steals it. Goku confronts Mai in a battle, easily overpowering her despite her attempt to steal the ball. Bulma informs them of the limited time until the eclipse, making it impossible to find the remaining balls. Agreeing with her, Roshi decides to return to the temple. He speaks to his old master, Su, asking him to prepare a confinement container, intending to sacrifice his vital energy to imprison Piccolo. Meanwhile, at the tournament, Chi-Chi battles Mai, unaware of Mai's allegiance to Piccolo. During their fight, Mai manages to wound Chi-Chi before abruptly ending the confrontation and taking a drop of her blood. Goku arrives afterward, apologizing for missing the battle, explaining his critical mission. He then heads to the training room with Roshi, who begins teaching Goku the Kamehameha technique. Roshi instructs Goku to keep practicing until he can light all the torches using his ki. After struggling all night, Goku, unable to master lighting the torches with his ki, devises a plan using a candle. Chi-Chi catches him attempting this, criticizing it as cheating. However, she offers guidance and lessons she's learned to help him concentrate, eventually aiding Goku in mastering the Kamehameha technique. Meanwhile, in the dormitories, Bulma hears noises from Goku's room, prompting her to investigate, armed with a gun. She encounters Chi-Chi exiting the room and realizes she was with Goku, apologizing for the misunderstanding. As Bulma returns to Goku's room, she discovers he's missing, and the radar signals that Chi-Chi has all the Dragon Balls. Desperate to retrieve the balls, the Z-warriors pursue the disguised Mai, who creates a wall of fire with a grenade launcher. Mai lowers her guard, mistaking one of Chi-Chi's copies as Goku. As the real Chi-Chi engages in combat, Goku attempts to cross the flames but is unsure whom to assist due to the identical appearances. Mistakenly attacking the real Chi-Chi, Goku falls victim to Mai's gunshot before she reverts to her true form and escapes. With Goku critically injured, Roshi channels his ki, launching a concentrated Kamehameha at Goku's chest to revitalize his spiritual energy, reviving him instantly. Bulma notices that all the Dragon Balls have been gathered, prompting Roshi to emphasize the need to resurrect Shenlong at the Dragon Temple. The group, set to depart, heads towards the car when Master Su interrupts Roshi, handing over the Mafuba receptacle. With the item in their possession, they drive toward the Dragon Temple. Piccolo arranges the 7 balls on the altar, causing a reaction that lifts a substantial pillar. Meanwhile, Goku dons his grandfather's old turtle uniform. Ready to go, Yamcha transforms the car into a flying vehicle, approaching the peak. Master Roshi readies a Kamehameha to halt the conjuration. Piccolo, realizing their presence, fires an energy blast colliding with Roshi's attack, causing a shockwave. This results in the balls falling from the altar, destabilizing the car and throwing out the Z-warriors. As Piccolo descends to confront them, Roshi spots the Mafuba receptacle nearby and decides to use it against the villain. Confronting the enemy, a Z-warrior vows to defeat Usu. Piccolo unveils Goku's true identity as a Saiyan named Kakaroto, warning of his transformation into Uaru during an eclipse, threatening to harm his friends. At that moment, the moon veils the sun, triggering Goku's transformation into a menacing ape, that begins chasing Bulma and Yamcha. Seizing the distraction, Roshi grabs the receptacle and initiates the technique. However, he's struck by Piccolo's power, sustaining severe injuries and collapsing to the ground. As hooded Goku pursues them, Yamcha sacrifices himself to divert the attention away from Bulma, but he's quickly defeated, succumbing to insanity. Uaru relentlessly pursues Bulma until Master Roshi intervenes, attempting to restrain him. In a tragic turn, Goku, in his transformed state, inadvertently takes Roshi's life while attempting to communicate with his disciple. Grief-stricken over his master's demise, Goku recollects fond memories, eventually gaining enough strength to regain control and revert to his original form. Back to his Saiyan self, Goku confronts Piccolo, engaging in a heated battle where Piccolo hurls multiple energy bursts. Goku retaliates with smaller but precise ki attacks, leading to an intense aerial combat where their evenly matched strengths repel each other. Meanwhile, Bulma encounters Mai, narrowly avoiding a fatal shot and finding refuge in labyrinthine tunnels. Armed with pistols, Bulma engages in a shootout with Mai, who skillfully dodges the projectiles as they both run out of ammunition. Bulma feigns surrender, claiming she'll toss the Dragon Ball, but instead hurls a capsule that morphs into a tricycle, nearly crushing Mai as it hurtles through the air. Dodging the vehicle, Mai attempts to attack Bulma, only for Yamcha to emerge and shoot her from behind, ending her threat. At the peak of the dragon, Goku rises, prepared for battle, gathering an immense amount of energy for a final strike. Concentrating his power into a Kamehameha, Goku leaps towards Piccolo, penetrating through the enemy's defenses, landing a devastating blow at point-blank range. With Piccolo defeated, Goku and the others gather around the fallen Master Roshi, devising a plan to use the Dragon Balls to bring him back. Placing all the balls on the altar, Goku summons Shenlong, the dragon god appearing before them. The Z-Warriors plea for the resurrection of Master Roshi, and the wish is granted, bringing the man back to life as the balls disperse instantly.